What is up, fam? It's Dr. Dale, the author of How to Raise a Doctor Wizard from Parents Who Did It, the author of Black Men and White Coats, the author of PreMed Mondays, the author of the Dr. Doc Children's Series, and the author of a new book I'm calling Author and Expert, which is soon to be released. And this is PreMed Mondays. This is PreMed Mondays. Happy Monday. It's going to be a great week, phenomenal week. I'm excited. I know you're excited. So, truth be told, I'm actually filming this on Sunday afternoon, so tomorrow's going to be Monday. And part of the reason I'm excited is because I'll be back in the ICU taking care of patients tomorrow. And when I'm in the ICU, I get a chance to be with resident physicians and teach residents. And that's a lot of fun for me. I really enjoy that. Adjust my screen here so I can get my boy in there. All right, so PreMed Mondays. First, before I go into this week's PreMed Mondays question, let me just remind you guys, if you're pre-med, we are paying for MCATs. We announced the first one last week. So, hey, we're going to announce another one this week. So make sure you apply. Go to blackmenandwhitecoats.org/MCAT. blackmenandwhitecoats.org/MCAT. We're going to be paying for 20 MCAT exams. One down, 19 more to go. Make sure you apply. All right. What other announcements do we have? Man, I don't even know. Just a lot of great stuff. We still got the documentary. People are still ordering the documentary. I did a Q&A session with some folks from Yale last week. I did one. With the Christian Medical and Dental Association this weekend, actually Saturday, which I normally don't do things on Saturday, but this was cool because it was somebody I knew personally that asked me to do this one. But otherwise, just a lot of great stuff, and still just doing our best to make an impact on the community. The book that I'm writing right now, Author and Expert, is almost done with the first draft, but then I gotta go back and I gotta edit, do all the other stuff with it. But the first draft is almost done. I wrote that book because so many of you guys, the listeners, and just other people reach out to me on a frequent basis asking how you can, get your book self-published and kind of position yourself in a certain way in your field. So that's why we do that. All right, but excited about today's question. It's coming from another member of PreMedMondays.com. So for all the pre-medical students, check out PreMedMondays.com. Monday nights, you get to be a part of the Mastermind group, and you get a weekly video from me coaching you on some gold, just some great information, some jewels that I give the pre-meds to help you guys be successful. So this week's question comes from Shiraz Robinson, who's a member of PreMed Mondays, and his question is...
Hello, everyone. This is Shiraz Robinson II from PreMed Mondays. And my question is, how do you cultivate and maintain momentum throughout the semester?
All right, Shiraz, man, thanks for the question. Phenomenal question. So how do you create and maintain momentum on your pre-med journey? That can be a difficult thing. That can be a very difficult thing. I get it. I've been there. I've been a pre-med, and I understand that as a pre-med, you've got so many things to do, right? And when you know that your goal is this GPA and you're trying to get this done, that done, you're shadowing your research, yada, yada, yada. So many check boxes you've got to check off. How do you stay encouraged? How do you stay encouraged, I should say? How do you keep that momentum? How do you keep that energy? How do you not slow down and do what you got to do so you can get into medical school one day? Because, man, especially at a time like this with COVID and so many things going on, it's easy to kind of get bogged down emotionally and from an energy standpoint. So how do you keep it going? A few ways to do it, but the first and maybe the most important way I would say is, Shiraz, you've got to have an accountability buddy. You've got to have an accountability buddy, right? So keeping momentum and keeping that energy going and energy flowing can be hard if you forget your why, or it can be hard if nobody else is pushing you, right? So you've got to have that accountability. In PreMed Mondays, the first thing we say, even in the book, Shiraz, you have my book, the first thing that we say is, hey, you've got to get an accountability buddy. And why do I tell people that? Because you need somebody to help you keep that momentum and to even make that momentum. So to create it, you have to know what your goals are first. And we've talked about the grind, goals, reason, information, network, discipline. You've got to know what your goals are first, right? And after you have that, though, it's very, very helpful to have somebody else, another individual on your level, a peer who maybe is going through the same journey you're going through, to hold you accountable to do the things you said you were going to do, right? And that's really how you can keep that momentum. And when you have an accountability buddy, somebody you have to meet with on a regular basis. And it could just be via phone or Zoom or whatever you want to do. But it's on a regular basis, a weekly basis, to check in and say, hey, are you doing what we're supposed to be doing? Are you doing what you said you would do, right? These are the things that matter. These are the things that help you keep that fuel going, that energy going, that momentum going, right? You can be motivated or you can be inspired. I view motivation as something that can be an external factor, right? Sometimes it's hard to keep that momentum, the energy. So you need to be motivated by something else, motivated by somebody else. Somebody else is pushing you. A coach, for example, with PreMed Mondays, we spend some time trying to motivate you all, to coach you, to push you. But more importantly, what we try to do in PreMed Mondays and everything that we do, Black Men, White Coats, all that, is we try to inspire you, because inspiration, I-N-N, from the inside of you. From the inside of you. Once you're inspired, there's a fire lit inside of you, and that fire is what keeps you going, and it's burning, and it's that fuel, right? So when we talk about how can you keep that momentum going, I'm asking myself, what can I do? So when I meet with you all on Mondays, I'm thinking, what can we do as an organization to keep you all not just motivated, but inspired? Because once you're truly inspired, that's when you can keep that momentum going on your own, right? Otherwise, you need to be motivated, right? Otherwise, you need somebody to encourage you, to push you. And both of them are necessary. Sometimes I get both, right? People motivate me, but I'm also inspired. So we focus on helping you all be inspired and motivating you. And one of the best ways to stay motivated is to have that accountability buddy. Now, there's also a lot of things that you've heard me talk about, Shiraz, external cues you can put in there, right? So when I was in college, I had the big sign on my wall that said 4.0, and different posters. I had all sorts of different sayings and things that went on my wall when I was in college to keep me motivated and encouraged and inspired. You can do those same exact things, Shiraz. And I know it's difficult. I know it's challenging. I know it's a very tiring journey to get to the point where you get to that acceptance letter to medical school. But I'll tell you that you can do it. It's not supposed to be easy. If it were easy, everybody would do it. And what people want are doctors who have proven themselves, people who have gone through the process, the difficulties, the challenges, to show that they can do it. So with that, you want to find a way to inspire yourself, but find somebody who can hold you accountable, to motivate you, to push you, to help you stay on the top of your game, your A game, the whole way through. So that's what I've got for you on that question, Shiraz. So creating and maintaining momentum comes from two things: being inspired and being motivated. Are you inspired? Do you have somebody who's helping to motivate you? If you don't have one, get an accountability buddy today, not tomorrow, today. Find that accountability buddy. All right, guys, so that's what I've got for you for this PreMed Mondays, man. Be motivated, but even more importantly, get inspired. Know your why. That why is going to be the thing that really pushes you, Shiraz. It's going to be about that why. All right, man, you guys have a great week. Happy Monday today is. Have a great week. Let me know what you think about my beard. I think I'm gonna cut this beard off. I'm looking at myself on the video right now, so I think I'm about to shave the beard off. I was trying to do my little James Harden, grow it out for a bit, but the beard just might not be me. This might be the biggest beard I've ever had, actually, but it might not be me. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably clip that off maybe tonight. But hey, thanks for listening. Please hit that subscribe button. Check out our YouTube channel. See you guys next time. Love you.